Hello friends, so this is a video that is a little out of what I would normally do on this channel, but I recently got drug into this, so I thought I would address it. Um, Not long ago I posted some videos about a local attraction called Snowcat Ridge, which is a winter attraction here in Florida where you can go sledding and ice skating and build snowmen and stuff like that. It's a fun little winter attraction. And I posted some videos and reviews about it and things like that. Well, suddenly, I am just inundated on all of my social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube and stuff, with this comment from this person posting a TikTok video stating that Snowcat Ridge violated ADA laws by not allowing this person to come into their park with their service dog, or kicking them out, basically. And when I went to look at the video, it is typically like all of these reactionary videos are that just want to make you angry. It starts out right in the middle of the conflict instead of showing you what led up to the conflict. So it immediately starts with, you have to leave the premises right now. So, all I mentioned was, well, I can't really judge anything on that video because so many of these videos are posted right in the middle of the conflict and only shows you what that person wants you to see as opposed to what leads up to it. But common sense tells me that pretty much anybody following the rules is not going to be asked to leave somewhere. So this caused an onslaught of people saying basically, well, they violated the law. ADA law says that service dog can be anywhere in the public. Anywhere the public is allowed, that dog can be. And that's not actually the case. So if you look at the ADA website, it does say that service dogs should be allowed in locations where the general public is normally allowed. But if you read down a little further on that page, which is what all these people don't want to do, there's a section about exclusions. And the exclusions say that a service dog can be denied access to certain areas of a business if it would fundamentally alter what the business is offering or what the service they're providing is offering, or if it creates a safety risk or a safety hazard, that the law is not going to override the safety hazard. Well, the people said she was denied entry with the service dog. Well, she wasn't. I know the location. At that location, you have to go to the ticket booth with the dog and buy a ticket. Then you have to go over to where the waivers are with the dog and sign a waiver that in case you get hurt, you're not going to sue them. And then you've got to take that waiver with the service dog to this person that collects them. And then you've got to take the service dog through the gates where you pass more employees. And then where the video happened and says that they were not allowed entry or were being kicked out is all the way on the opposite side of the property, where they had to pass all of these other employees to get there. So it's not a fact that the employees did not allow a service dog on the property. You are not getting kicked out because you have a service dog. Now, their website, Snowcat's website, clearly states there are 3 areas in the park a service dog cannot be. That's on the ice rink, on top of the snowy slopes, or inside the igloo. She happened to choose one of those spots to take the dog out of all the areas in the park. Now, ADA website says they give some examples. For example, and they're common sense examples, like you take a service dog to the zoo. The zoo can say you can't take the dog inside the bird aviary because a dog is a natural predator to birds, could cause a safety risk. You can't take the dog into an area where there are predatory animals in a zoo because those predatory animals may look at the dog and think, I want to eat it. Causes more of a safety risk. Common sense, right? It also gives an example of dormitories at schools, that schools can select certain areas that the dog cannot be because it would cause a health risk to people staying there that are allergic to dogs or have severe allergies to dogs. Common sense, right? So you would think it would be common sense not to take the dog in these areas of Snowcat's park. Do you want the dog on the ice rink where people are skating really, really fast on ice and the dog could get hurt or somebody could run into the dog? Do you want the dog on top of the snowy slopes way, way, way up in the air near a drop-off where the dog can either fall or possibly bump into someone and make them fall near the drop-off? No, it's common sense. Inside the igloo, it is a sealed igloo where they keep snow that recirculates the air to keep that snow. If you were to seal in allergens in there to people that are severely allergic to dogs, could be a health risk. Common sense, right? So those are the three areas. But when you present that section of the ADA law to these people, they can't understand that. They can't read it. No, the dog by law is allowed to go everywhere the public is allowed. And that's just not the case. So I know some people have problems with service dogs. I know some people have problems with, is it an emotional support animal or a service dog? We're not even addressing that. We're just addressing the simple fact of common sense, that it was a safety risk. And she chose to take the dog into one of the three areas out of the whole park that the dog was not allowed. They asked her to take the dog out of that area. She refused. She caused a fuss. She started throwing up the law. She became aggressive, and they asked her to leave the property. That's what actually happened.
Are the owners trespassing?
Yes. I speak for them. I'm in-house security, and I also customer service manager.
The owners are kicking me out
Yes.
because I have a service animal.
No, because you wouldn't listen after we asked you to leave the dome area.
You asked me to leave an area that's fully accessible to other people.
It is not for the service dogs. It's for the people, but not service dogs.
Is that what your rules say right here?
Ma'am, I've already explained to you. So you have two choices. You walk off the property and leave, or you'll be trespassed when the deputies get here. You can't be in here, you can't be over there. So walk out. No, you didn't walk out. Or you can be trespassed.
Go ahead. He's getting kicked out because she has a seizure alert dog. I know, by these two men right here.
That's definitely snowcatridge.com. Go to contact us if you have anything more to say.
Oh, no.
You can walk.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, sweetheart. How do you expect my dog to let me know I'm going to have a seizure?
You said you're not going to be in here. You're going
No.
Come.
No. What you're doing is against the law.
Walk out of the park.
Do you own this vicinity?
Walk out.
No. Please look up the ADA service animals. The only people that can deny me are surgical rooms.
No, you didn't walk out. You can be trespassed.
Go ahead.